The position of the visual display is essential to the posture the user will adopt. If not positioned correctly, the user will be forced to adopt awkward postures. Many standard displays are not height adjustable or only have a limited range. The standards state that the display unit should have the ability to tilt and swivel easily to suit the user's needs. It should also be free from reflection and glare, which is not a problem with the majority of flat-screen monitors. If the display screen is not positioned correctly, it can result in strain in the neck, shoulders and lower back, as it will encourage the user to lean forwards. With the average human head weighing around 4.5 kilos, the neck has a lot to support. Ideally, the screen should be positioned so that the top of it is at eye level, which will allow the user's eyes to move down the screen. Looking up increases the likelihood of eye strain. The standards state that the viewing distance should be 600 millimeters, but the precise distance will vary between individuals and will in part be dictated by the size of the desk. As a guide, arm's length is usually a good viewing distance. The position of the visual display is critical in reducing the likelihood of injury. If the screen is positioned off to one side, as shown, the neck is not in a neutral position, and the muscles will be required to work much harder. The correct positioning of the display screen is directly in front of the user. If two monitors are being used, the positioning will depend on how they're used. If one screen tends to be used more than the other, this one should be positioned directly in front and the other off to the side, keeping the second as close as possible to the primary screen. If the two screens are used equally, they should be placed so that where the two screens meet is directly in front of the user. This will reduce the amount of neck movement and therefore strain. In summary, the visual display should be positioned approximately arm's length away, at eye level, and directly in front of the user.